Power changes the way the world looks at you, not morally, practically. People pretend status does not matter because admitting it feels uncomfortable, but reality operates through hierarchy, whether people like it or not. The world listens differently when power enters the room, not because powerful people are always smarter, because humans naturally respond to perceived value. A poor opinion sounds emotional, a powerful opinion sounds insightful, same words. Different status. That's how brutal perception is. Most people discover this too late. They spend years believing effort alone creates respect. It doesn't. Results create respect. Leverage creates respect. Position creates respect. The harsh truth is that society treats powerless people as background noise. Nobody says it openly, but everybody feels it. When you have no influence, no money, no competence, and no control over your life, people subconsciously stop taking your existence seriously. That sounds cruel because it is. Power is not just money. Money is only one form of power. Real power is independence, the ability to say no without fear, the ability to walk away, the ability to survive without begging for permission. That changes a human being psychologically. Most people are not free. They are controlled through dependency. Dependency on jobs they hate, dependency on approval, dependency on relationships, dependency on comfort. And dependent people become easy to manipulate. That's why weak people constantly perform for others. They need validation because validation temporarily replaces internal authority. Powerful people operate differently. They stop explaining themselves constantly. They stop chasing acceptance. They stop needing everybody to understand them because power creates calmness, not fake confidence, calmness. A man with real options moves differently through life. People can sense it immediately. Desperation disappears. Neediness disappears. Fear-based decision-making disappears. That's why status silently changes human interaction. People suddenly become more polite, more attentive, more respectful. Not always because they admire you, sometimes because they fear your value. Human nature is transactional more often than people admit. Attractive people experience it. Rich people experience it. Famous people experience it. The same person ignored at the bottom becomes interesting at the top. That realization changes you permanently because you stop romanticizing fairness. You begin understanding that the world rewards usefulness first and personality second. Nobody cares about unrealized potential. The world only reacts to visible capability. That's why competence is dangerous. A competent person becomes difficult to control. They can create opportunities instead of waiting for them. That shifts the balance of life completely. One of the biggest lies modern culture tells young people is just be yourself. Terrible advice. If yourself is weak, undisciplined, emotionally unstable, and incapable, life punishes you brutally for it. The world rewards developed people, people who can solve problems, handle pressure, create value, lead under stress, control emotions when things collapse. That's power, not loudness, not fake alpha behavior, not social media quotes. Real power is becoming so capable that your presence changes situations. And once you experience even a small amount of real power, you start seeing society differently. You realize most people are acting, pretending, performing confidence while internally terrified. Because powerless people spend their lives adapting themselves to survive other people's opinions. Powerful people spend their lives building leverage so opinions lose control over them. That's the difference. And once a person understands that, they stop chasing temporary comfort and start chasing capability instead.